changing. Discoveries are being made. America, India, double entry bookkeeping, tobacco, coffee, accountancy. But why travel across the seas? Why dream up new marvels? There's much to be seen from one's own doorstep. Much to be studied. Men and passion breed strange creatures, even here. The world is changing. Men remain the same.
Zero!
Sir!
Don't go!
Come here.
Couple of words.
As many as you choose. I'm yours to command, Lord and Master.
Indeed, you might find it marvellous that I suddenly left
A
Paris.
marvel indeed, sir.
And you might find it marvellous that after hurling myself and you across France, climbing up the Alps, climbing down the Alps, hurling myself and you across Lombardy, and finally reaching Florence, that I then did nothing.
Again, sir, a marvel.
Aren't you curious?
No, sir.
But it's strange.
I'm your follower, sir. You lead, I follow.
I had a good life in Paris.
You did.
I had a good life and a good reputation.
Sir, you did tell me that.
I balanced business, pleasure and learning. Equipoise, that's what I had.
Equipoise, equilibrium, evenness, stability, steadiness, symmetry, ballast, balance, counterbalance, and counterweight, sir.
Fortune lifted me, but her wheel kept turning.
Fortune's will never stop, sir. Who knows who shall bring down and who shall raise up?
Well, Fortune brought Camillo Calfucci up to Paris.
That does hint at the problem.
And as he was from Florence, I naturally entertained him.
I remember.
And one day we fell to arguing about women, and because I was young when I left Italy, I could only speak of the charms of French ladies, but Camillo, he praised the Italians. And then he said something curious. He said that Lucrezia, the wife of Senecio Calfucci, was so beautiful and so exquisite that she alone put all of the women of France in the shade. And Camillo kept talking about the woman until my curiosity made me determined to see her.
Really, sir?
Yes, and now that I have seen her, I think he said too little rather than too much.
If we returned to Paris, you might find suitable distraction.
I'm not asking for advice, I'm telling you this because I must speak.
I understand. But what hope have you?
Hope? None or very little.
Why?
Oh, why? First and foremost, I'll tell you there's a character which is honesty itself and alien to adultery. Then, her husband is rich, and though he's older than her, he's not old. She doesn't go to any balls or gatherings where I could meet her by chance, and I can't get a message to her because her house is just a few loyal servants of her husband.
Sir, are you thinking of killing yourself?
No!
If you were seized by some morbid thought, sir, could you write me a reference first?
No suicide!
It would be awkward to have worked for so long a master, and for him to take his own life without leaving testimony as to my good character. And there is the question of unpaid pay.
Zero, I don't intend to take my own life.
But if you aren't going to die, sir, and you aren't going to Paris, what alternative is left?
One route to Lucrezia may be her mother, who was always out and about and often,
Merry?
Merry, yes, until a rich son-in-law changed her circumstances. But more than that, stronger is Senecia's desire for children. Though he is a lawyer and supposedly balanced, his 6 childless years of marriage seem to have upset his,
Reason.
reason!
It is often said that any man with a desperate need is in part a fool.
Exactly, and there's my hope. And I have employed an agent.
An agent, sir?
An agent who specialises in these affairs. Ligorio. He's often eaten here, you know him.
That Ligorio?
A marvellous man, and since I've returned to Florence, he has befriended me. And I've told him of my passion. And now he is my agent. Confirmed.
And is he completely faithful?
He is faith itself. He's only asked me to cover his expenses.
Are they large?
It is a difficult case.
Only expenses, sir.
There will be a generous gift should he succeed.
Well, I'm glad there's enough money for that. And is there a plan?
A double plan! Firstly, Ligorio will persuade Senecio that he should take his wife to a spa town. so that the waters can make her more fertile. And we all know that the atmosphere of every spa town is conducive to amorous affairs and
complications.
Complications. And secondly, I will be disguised as a doctor.
A doctor, sir?
Yes, a doctor. And then the road is open.
Open, ajar, gaping, unclosed, uncovered, unfastened, unbarred, unbolted, unsealed, unlocked, unlatched, yawning, lidless, and topless, sir.